Alright, this is part 5, I believe. But this part's kind of tell a story. This might be a little controversial and touch some feelings on people, but it's also very applicable to me and other people who might be going through discrimination for whatever they are, race, color, religions, sexuality, gender, whatever. And I feel like today's society, it's time and place for people to evolve and grow out of old ways. However, a lot of old traditions, that might have once served a purpose, some of them I even doubt served any real purpose, like to keep anybody safe or happy or healthy or anything like that. It's just some bad things, man. But it's and anyway, I feel for people who get picked on, man, and like bullied. I'm 34 years old. I still get picked on and bullied. When I was growing up, I couldn't be myself. There's no way. Not at school, not with friends, not with family. Definitely not. And or general society, culture, or whatever. Like, oh shit. But like, so I totally decided to take the alternative route growing up, and to separate myself, choose different paths, use drugs, play video games for hours on end, to take myself to new heights and beyond that, testing my human psyche, my abilities, and whether that be through consumption of chemicals or going on random adventures that would potentially put myself in harm's way, or or to avoid society and culture and people all together, and more often than not, that involved, shutting my mind off, escapism, through the usage of drugs and things, and that's how I became associated with so many negative influences in my life, such as the relationship I was telling you about in part 4. I didn't know how to be myself. I had never had the opportunity to really be allowed, without discrimination, to explore my feelings, my thoughts, my psyche, my body, my humanity. I never had the chance to do that until I was basically a young adult. And by that time, I had gotten so conditioned to not being who I really wanted to be that I even played out the role that I wasn't who I wanted to be. And inside of me, I knew who I wanted to be. I knew how I wanted to be. Who and how I wanted to be. I knew that person. I thought I did, but I couldn't bring it to the surface. I was shut down, smothered inside of a shell that I created myself because I did not want to be penetrated and destroyed by the outside, because I was so fragile and new, like a newborn baby would be, like a bird, a new vulture that hatched out of its shell and just was not sure how to fly. I would easily be picked to pieces if I came out, and that might be came out as anything, whether I'd be transgendered or and even like an artist. I was afraid that people would judge me for my art and be like negative, or my poetry or my dress, and a lot of these things I never understood why anybody would feel bad about these things towards me. But there's so much hate in the world. It's sad, man. So I spent all these years locked up in this imaginary like prison. To me, it felt like a fortress, but in reality, it was a prison. A prison of my own creating. This prison was meant to keep me safe. No, it kept me confined and smothered. And see, society taught me how to build this prison and showed me how to do it. They didn't do it for me. But they damn sure made sure that I did it for myself, because they would torment me if I didn't. It's what I believed and what I actually experienced most of the time. And it's absurd that, that this goes on even now. I'm seeing children, go through this stuff. Adults go through it. Whether it be, I mean, a lot of people go through these things, and they, some of them are more bold than I have been, but my upbringing, was pretty straightforward, that it was not okay for me to express any femininity at all. Like, when my girlfriends in high school first decided to paint my nails, I loved it, man. I really did. I almost like, oh my god, I've got colors on my nails. It's so beautiful. I like this. And I felt attracted to it. And like, in the sense that it was right for me to be this way. And it was okay. And I enjoyed it. I thought I was beautiful. I wanted my hair long. I wanted to model myself after a female. And their behaviors, their gestures, their clothing, their style, their voice even. I was really good at speaking in a female's voice for many years. Until it served no use to me anymore, which saddens me, man. And then all the smoking and shit that I've put in my lungs and throat is pretty much fucked that, and I'm gonna have to clean that up before I'm able to speak female and a feminine voice efficiently again. However, this thing can really destroy a person, And now, I'm not destroyed. I might be damaged, yeah. I'm 34 years old now. I'm going in to being 34 and a half. Woohoo! But, see, today I had an opportunity to go out with some friends to this girl's parents' house or whatever, for her dad or whatnot, and her brother would be there, and her brother apparently finds my style offensive, and I don't know what kind of mental problems might be going on for you to be offended by what someone else is wearing, and I have no care in the world what he does, what he likes, or anything like that. I am not interested in him, to harm him, to hurt him, to be in any kind of sexual intercourse with him or whatever. I don't get it, man. Where does this come from? Where does this fear come from? And I never imagined myself to be a scary person. However, to some people, apparently I am quite terrifying. However, what I've also noticed is that despite the fact that many people can be terrified by me and might not understand me, and this fear of the unknown is just destroying their minds, but there's also many people who love me, who care for me, that really respect me. Actually, there's actually some people who look up to me, and find me to be a very amazing person, and I hear these people. I see you now. Thank you for seeing me. Not quite sure what it was that helped me break out of the shell that I had, what the heck? Sorry. I'm not sure what it was to help me break out of the shell that I was in. That had led me to be out here right now losing my cigarette For fuck's sake, you. Oh, there it is. Sorry. But, not exactly 100% sure what it was that led me to be out here like that, you know? But, I guess I had just had enough of being boxed up, pushed around, moved around. Not being who myself. And see, when I was with Sarah, I thought that she was helping me to become who I was, but you know what? She was just modeling me to be a puppet, keeping me weak. And however, during the time with her, I also was able to learn myself, to grow and all that. And when it surprised her that I really liked having my legs shaved and having a wig on and makeup, and I wanted to do it by myself more often, because I thought that she had approved when she put that on me. And when she seen that I had started to wear and dress like that and it terrified her, I was so goddamn confused. Like, why would you put me... What, do you think that you are humiliating me by shaving my legs and putting makeup on me? Was that same thing that you were trying to humiliate me with? But it backfired. It seriously did. Like, it empowered me. Like, I was like, how fucking comfortable do I feel now? You know, I feel like myself for like the first time in around another person, you know? Like, I'm getting a little deep here and long, but I was around another person. Alright, this is a continuation from part 5. I guess I kind of had to kind of compile them together from whatever. But, like, anyway. So, it all backfired on her, and I was able to be who I wanted to be, and therefore I opened up, and I was able to express myself, and try new things, like, experiment, like, what would happen if I went to my college dressed in a skirt and makeup beyond the nail polish that I had become accustomed to? What if I tried it? What would happen? What results would I get? And you know, I was brave and bold enough to do that. And I can't attribute that to the use of chemicals such as dextromethorphan, which I will always be grateful for the influence that I had with that drug. However, they don't need it anymore. I've kind of had to put it down because it no longer serves that purpose anymore. Like, I've gotten all I can out of it, and I'm grateful for it. Like, I had opened up and become who I was destined to be, and to constantly use it to, I don't need it anymore. It was a crutch for a time where I needed help, and that time is over. And that is the same with many other chemicals. And long story short is, you know, anybody who sees me, anybody who admires me and loves me, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And those of you who might see me and are disgusted, it's quite easy to not follow me, delete me, block me, whatever you must do. Please rid me of your life, because you need a lot of growth. And I'm not just saying that to try to belittle you or anything like that, but please open your mind. Don't fill your life with such hate. It's not needed. Humanity already suffers enough. Why should you suffer on your own self just because someone else chooses to be different? Nevertheless, this is a lot of videos and a lot of time, but the last 2 here seem to be the most important ones. So with all the love and due respect, thank you, my followers. Blessed of the goddess here. My worshippers. Alright, man. May the gods bless you.